Tes.
According to the ancient traditions, welcome home, dear namelet. Amphorius, the eternal.
Yeah, that's what Miss Black Swan said. You haven't been with us on the Express very long.
No, kok bisu. No.
We should consider Pom Pom's opinion too.
Yeah. Plus,
No, bisu.
In other words, we won't be leaving.
or we could all...
No, bisu. Ah. Kenapa menjadi berat kecil Inggrisnya? Mas Minggu.
Creating chaos is also a means of maintaining social stability, if you ask.
If you have the time for mindless
They say this is all part of ongoing investigation. I mean, look at us.
Sounds like you've got insider intel. Are the stories going around?
Those are some difficult questions. Didn't I just say that who knows who's been fanning the flame?
Oh, I've heard those. Conspiracy.
Oh, the truth has probably been long buried under all the hearsay. All I can say for sure.
You mean the former...
Bingo. Most of the blame was pinned on him when the Charmony Festival was abruptly cancelled. Heck, forget his whereabouts. Nobody even knows if he's still alive.
I've heard another theory about... I beg your pardon, sirs. Dreamweavers are carrying out inspections on the routes around here, and all affected facilities have been closed off.
What happened? Is this because of the Stellaron?
There is no cause for alarm, sir. The Stellaron has already been sealed. This is just a... Please rest assured that...
I see. We'll leave the two of you.
Excuse me, sir. Have we met before?
Oh. Do you recall when or where?
My bad. I must be mistaken. Sorry about that.
You sure have a knack for stirring.
We shouldn't run into any problems with you around. Even if they see through the Harmony's power of disguise.
Spare a thought for me.
And that is exactly why I need you with me. You're the only one I can rely on.
What about her?
At least she was spared from the
What a shame.
Why do you say that?
Just thought that being... I've seen plenty like that said. If I'd
You're right.
She should still be...
That won't be necessary. I can't bring myself to...
All right, then let's keep going. Helping a fugitive... Return to their home. So exciting.
see 2 bloodhounds. What's happening at ID?
Hey! Hey!
My apologies.
Remind me.
We've been through the... Besides,
You certainly don't...
yet you will repay this favor.
Holy...
When you were abandoned in the wild and here, when you were at your wits' end.
Okay, I don't understand. Did they make you a deal?
Regrettably, Ladybug.
Go now. You are free, O Chosen One. As I mentioned earlier.
She only left me with a most intriguing message before. I'll only know when I find out what.
But nothing good ever comes
I'll cross that bridge when I get to it.
by walking straight.
Or by when it's time to go.
Can't you just look back on it?
There's something else I wanted.
Get off your high horse.
I might have gone astray.
Then you should also know that the IPC isn't gonna help you a second time.
You know how it is. The tie should be on the center line. The shirt must not protrude from the vest. Trouser creases should be perfectly straight and always aligned. The same applies when bidding my...
But what has Ideen Park got to do with you? Don't tell me that the
That sounds familiar.
What? What are you, Mr. 1 Week?
I want to know what's going on.
There's nothing much to say.
Aftermath.
You...
Renowned workaholic.
Oh, I see. Coming back to the topic of the park.
What happens if you
It's baffling, but...
Yeah, that works. Can you keep watch over the entrance? We'll go in and have a look for ourselves.
Please take these notes with you. They may come in handy.
You shouldn't have said that,
Said what?
Mr. Workday.
I was just so... Why are we...
You could say that. You were taking a walk in the park, in hindsight.
You rose through the ranks soon?
Quite the contrary.
Was that his way of...
Perhaps he was just using... This place is no exception.
Let's see what we have on. No consumption of food except for burgers. Ham stand walks around flower bed. Yeah, that's...
No, thank you.
No consumption of food other than burgers, especially...
I have nothing against his...
What happens if I...
It's as the Bloodhound said. Wait, don't... That's odd.
Didn't I tell ya? The family can take care of the issue without you having to get involved. Next on the list is the stage. Let's go and check it out. Only casting...
And an easy one to test.
Huh?
Let's try that again.
What's going on?
Guide those who have lost their way.
You've been ironed... Wait a sec.
I tried to... How do you feel?
Now?
In any case, say...
What's the plan?
Nothing complicated. When it is sorted after, then I'll use the power.
So, can I take it that rules are meant to be broken now? Please do not use soul... The Dream Jolt troop, where? Oh, there it is.
Just one moment. Ugh. I'm afraid you're going to have to handle...
Handle this? Wait, is that...
May I remind you that I am currently on...
Luck's on... Shall we give this capsule machine a try and see what happens? Nothing's off so far. Maybe we should open the capsule? They can't be... No.
Nice.
Spend freely.
Destined for oblivion.
Commencing support. Ready for another?
I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack.
Bust. Or maybe I'll take it all.
Happy New Year!
Again.
What a dream!
Watch your head.
Still waters of oblivion.
Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack.
Bust. Or maybe I'll take it all. Watch your head.
I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
Oh, do they have to do that?
Perhaps making the attraction.
Aren't the rules?
We're not breaking enough rules.
Oh. Look. Oh. This means actually.
We should look elsewhere, too.
Let's see. Do not discard. This is
Children tend to be fascinated.
Forget it. I don't even... Something's happening. What is this?
Enough. The look.
Let's see. Oh, there it is.
Time for it to disappear. Reveal thyself unto.
Whoa. And
So long as there remains a...
that's true. That was sarcasm.
You never forget times of...
Ugh, you're prob... Let's see. What is it this time?
Just looking back.
But nothing's...
That's the whole point of revisiting a place. When I look at everything here, the memories when the younger me tasted failure here. I ran myself ragged to fix the mess. I thought myself no longer the same person as before. I'm glad for this chance to look back on my past in this way. Come now.
Let's see. So, where are we heading next?
Oti Mall. There are bloodhounds stationed along the way, though. It might be better to...
I don't mean to meddle, but I'd advise you to stay away from them.
Did something happen?
There isn't any concrete information yet, but anomalies have been reported around the area. You okay?
I'm fine. The Stellaron incident may have been quelled, but who is to say that nobody has enough? Thanks for the tip, sir. We'll make a detour. May you stay safe, too.
Hold on. Sweet Dreams are technically safe, but it would be wise to look out for oncoming vehicles.
Whew, that was no ordinary passerby. It's a miracle that he didn't see them.
The Astral Express should have departed a long time ago. We needn't change our plans because of him. But be sure to keep your goal. I hope. Come now. It's time we set off. Let's not stick too close to each other, just in case. Seems
I will, but put your hands behind your back and answer my questions in short sentences.
Short sentence?
I need to make sure your words aren't concealing any dangerous...
I can't believe I've left everyone with such a... Please, believe me when I say that I didn't come back here with ill intent.
I'm afraid I won't be taking your words at face value, not after how you wielded the power of harm. Answer me.
It looks like there's only one way to... Come on out, 1 week.
So, it was the IPC that freed you.
My sister has likely made an agreement of some sort with them. As for how I'm able to move around, as you can see, I've only returned to my home to bid it farewell. Would you be kind enough?
Agreed. But, I left my home in a hurry, too. No, that said, I can't make this call by myself. My companions need to...
The Astral Express crew is in Penacony too.
Come with me. We'll go find them.
Okay. Let's save some time.
We're here. They should be...
Mr. Yang, if you don't mind, now that the crisis on the planet of festivities has been averted, shouldn't the Astral Express have departed? Could it be that someone stirred up trouble after I...
And if that were indeed the case?
I doubt I'm in any position to be proposing ideas, but I'm happy to defer to the Nameless and aid...
There's no need to worry. All is well in Penacony. Our reason for lingering...
A passenger?
The Express has been commissioned to send a passenger back home. We're just...
By passenger, do you mean this lady here? Or these ladies?
This... How?
You're finally here, Mr. Yang. We have a huge problem.
Isn't it fascinating how variables never fail to find their way into the lot? Interest in... I hear... Could there be more to... Logic. The average Pathstrider... It's a pity we do not communicate. That Foxian girl has indeed been through an unimaginable... So, is it out of goodwill that... Looks like this is one exception.
So, is anyone gonna tell me what's going on? March?
Oh, about that. Oh. Forget it. I'll tell you. We walked around with Miss Ting-Yoon for a while after separating from the rest.
Did something happen?
Actually, it's more like it was someone's fault. We met a Pepeshi filming a Try Not to Laugh challenge, and he gave us some...
So that's sort of try not to laugh.
I didn't really want to do it, but she insisted on us giving it a shot.
What happened?
Oh, come on, stop interrupting. So, we had some candy, and we're so happy we rolled around on the ground for a bit before standing up. Miss Ting-Yoon ate the candy too, but she only sneezed nonstop. Achoo! Achoo! Sneeze after...
What's you...
The dreamscape is a memorial world. There is no cause for concern.
Mr. Yang...
It's okay. You can reveal...
I was only being careful. Or will you help me remove my disguise?
It's been a while, everyone.
You!
Everyone, stay calm. I believe that at this point, Sunday has no Mr. 1 week here is an old...
Pleased to meet you, fair lady. And you, of course. You're the heavyweight who pummeled this control freak.
The surprises just keep pouring in. First there was Miss Acheron, and then Miss Ting-Yoon.
Let's leave this discussion for later.
That's not gonna...
Stream
Miss March 7th, have you taken the time to consider my suggestion?
It's
me! I'm the one who wants... How often do you get the chance to work with yourself? I know, we can't leave the dream...
There.
There does appear to be.
Forget about it.
Mr. Yang mentioned the Express's next voyage is to...
Yes, more specifically, the Xianzhou...
The Law Fu. Didn't the anti-man...
Quite the contrary. She might have been the person... story for another time.
I don't have much to go on now.
Stream 4.
That sounds nice. But then again, if we
You sure have a...
These 3 Ting-Yoons don't look...
So, what do you think?
Let's try a different name.
Oh, don't we sound chummy?
The problem with Miss Ting-Yoon is just as in other words.
Okay.
At any rate, the only problem is that the...
One that we can spud, it may take me...
Stream 4. Gleam of old blades.
This... Why do I feel... Huh? Yikes! Huh? I'll take you next...
Nah.
Even if that's...
Oh, were you all looking for me? Oh, were you all looking for...
Found her!
It's nothing special, really.
She ought to meet your one we can properly...
Worth a try. My lady, if I may, I wish to perform a tuning on you.
Before you start, you should know...
It is not my intention to provoke you.
That is true.
If you still have concerns.
There's no need...
Are you all right with this?
I go as the wind blows.
Then kindly forgive our intrusion.
What the? Did any of you hear a voice just now?
A voice?
Never mind.
Look, it's working!
Never did I expect that every encounter with you would always be in moments of distress. Did I conduct myself improperly?
Miss Ting Yoon, you're finally back! You may be small, but you're pretty amazing. Huh?
It's nothing. Just
What do you sense?
I should have let you handle it yourself. This girl is not as ordinary. I nearly died. Just now.
Don't be afraid. What is... No matter what you see, you're not alone.
Who? And... Is that where I came from? And where does...
Bro.
That looks so familiar. Does she want to lead me somewhere?
The life support
That's great.
You're still trying.
I'm not a...
Excuse me. Not yet time to return. This girl is... Ting Yoon.
Don't question it. Keep moving forward.
It's you again. Who's talking to me? These are...
These are wounds left by the destruction. They have taken root within your body and cannot be removed.
The... destruction? Please, who are...
I can't go to you. All I can do...
You want me to go through here? Do I have to...
There's no need for that. Don't fight it. Embrace it. Try to coexist with it. Think of it as...
My... Is this called... coexisting?
Don't worry. As I said before, you're not alone.
You won't get away.
Like fun till everything burns to ashes!
claim victory. Fight to live! You won't get away. Have we met? Clouds scattered.
In the mood for another...
I will claim victory
Humanity
for
never
myself.
conceals its desire to control the heavens, and I'm no exception.
Set the seas aflame!
How can it be? Why? The ones from before weren't defeated.
As I said before, you can't defeat them. No one can. You can fall into the darkness and die alongside these scars, or bring them with you when you return to the world here.
Return to the world? What are you saying? Oh. No wonder those two ignored me. Am I just a wandering...
Close, but not quite.
So...
You can think of it that way.
Based on what you said, even if I should wake up, these wounds that caused my death will remain on my body and never heal? I don't understand. You appear to be trying to save me, Benefactor.
It's a habit of mine. I believe everyone should have the right to choose whether they wish to return to this world.
Be that as it may, I don't remember anything. There's nothing to help me make a choice.
That doesn't matter. I believe the desire to live was born from nothing. You may also prove yourself to be the exception. I would also be...
How troublesome. But I suppose that's part of living.
Survival or destruction is no longer a choice for you. They both now grow along the same, and only by walking this path will you break through the darkness and feeling more awake. Congratulations. You attained your very first victory in this tug of war. Let me explain. You were attacked by a Lord Ravager. But someone didn't agree with that assessment.
What about the other merchant?
I don't know.
Why me?
Because you were the most unfortunate. You fell into the hands of that Lord Ravager, who destroyed. Yet, you were also the most fortunate. Her desire to claim everything about... There is only a fine line.
My body...
I'm sorry. I can't let you regain your ability to feel just yet. Your body was contaminated by the destruction and suffered severe... To prevent its resurgence, I made some minor modifications to your... You'll have to learn to adapt to it. There's no need for that. This was with this. The debt between the traveling merchant and me is clear. Don't worry about it. I'll arrange for someone to send you home. Which reminds you should go with them.
Are you...
Did I pass? A little quick to the...
The tuning rebounded and affected 1 week instead.
I suppose there's no point in hiding. Miss Tingyun is originally from the Xianzhou. She had an unfortunate encounter with a Lord Ravager who robbed her of her identity and left her on the verge of death. while she miraculously...
But something happened.
Yes, a genius got involved. She's very accomplished. After that, she asked the Express to escort Miss Ting-Yun back home. We made a stop at Penacony along the way, partly to allow her some time to convalesce.
I'm so sorry. I thought no one would...
That's all right. So long as nobody was hurt. Can I get...
That's fine. We should find another.
Soul glad again.
You'll have to make do.
In any case, I must thank...
It was nothing. Now that the matter with Miss Ting...
There's no need for that. Mr. One... I'll leave Miss Ting-Yun in...
Huh? But, Mr. Yang...
I trust that you can handle it. Besides, Himiko will be there.
Okay. We better... Shall we keep going then? Did you
I'm not too familiar with this plan.
As if a merchant could seriously...
No, I already picked up a few gifts earlier. So that means there's only 3 more left to go. But we've already lost a lot of time. So we better not drag our feet.
Welcome. How can I help?
Hello there. It's my first time visiting the dream.
Wow, you really know how to flatter.
First we have Lady...
Did you pick that?
Meticulously. Next is...
That's not your decision to make.
That's the kind of treasure. Come to Clock Studios. Finally, we have Lady...
Both wings and...
That's a good idea. That's all of them. Thanks to both your help, everything went
Why don't we pay another visit to the dream?
A souvenir for myself. But there's one more thing I wish to do. Since this is our last stop, could I... This is a good spot.
Miss Ting-Yun?
You've looked out for me during our travels together these past few days, but there are some things I find difficult. Do you two still...
How could we forget? She was so...
Exactly. And that's precisely why, when I asked for your names, I couldn't help but think that this... I've heard about what happened to you on the Xianzhou. And I've got to admit that Ventilia...
Yeah, we couldn't even tell when... I figured it happened when we were after Kafka. You vanished for...
But that thought has me filled with so... That's what I've been puzzled about. What was your impression of... But I'm not very strong, so what did... Oh, is that a comp? Was there...
That's true.
In your eyes...
Wait, don't you find that question a bit weird?
Oh, Miss March, you might have the wrong...
Huh?
As a merchant, if I had rushed in and...
We wouldn't...
Exactly. Based on your description, that I regret missing out on your... Ventilia had stolen a piece of... But after thinking it over, that thought has brought me great... We've never even met before, and now... Dear benefactors... looks like we're off. And you, my dear benefactor.
Miss Ting Yoon,
Wills? All right, no more questions.
A dream about... Welcome to the dreamscape.
we're looking for some dreams to give us get.
Just a friendly reminder. That being said, the story unfolds in the Xianzhou Alliance, where a young...
Why does that sound odd?
Since I'm returning to the Xianzhou, I think it's better to...
I love customers like you.
So easy to take advantage. Just don't pick anything.
Oh, speak after troubling you all this time.
Wow.
Here are the dream bubbles I prepared.
Well, it looks like everything's fine.
I can't believe it's time for Miss Ting Yoon to leave. Yeah, we got delayed on the way. Mr. Has the messenger from the Xianzhou arrived?
Long time no see, everyone.
Madame Yukong?
I've imagined this moment many. I was worried I might embarrass myself in front of you. I even rehearsed. But now it seems it was unnecessary. Ting Yoon, I'm here to take you home.
Madame Yukong,
I wanted to come because...
Yeah, me of all people.
Your body. It's going to be tough.
I've already escaped death. Also, it's not all bad.
You're still the same. I have a lot I'd like to tell you, but even if we can't completely rid you of the pain...
I have no doubt. Do I really have to go back to the Lawfu?
Why?
Despite Fantilia's ruthlessness, she spared me when I should have been eliminated. And why did Miss Ron Mei... It seems as if I've become a pawn.
There are people within the Alliance who also believe that the suspect is now on the Yuchua.
If that's the case, it's all...
Take advantage of the situation.
Right now, the marks of ruin inside me maintain a delicate balance. Moreover, if possible, please inform the General and arrange for me to meet with the Marshal.
When Ron Mei visited the Lawfu earlier, she mentioned what happened to you. The Arbiter Generals concluded that Fantilia did not intend for you to survive. If we follow this plan, we must keep your resurrection hidden. But before making I'll support you. No.
Then I'm glad.
The road ahead is perilous.
I've come to see myself clear. There is someone who can attest. Please follow me. She should...
Is that...
After a strange encounter, I was fragmented into multiple Ting Yoons, each embodying a different and one of them hasn't returned to me.
You mean her? What does she do?
She's captivated. As a fleeting emotion, she's no different from a newborn. Madame Yukong, do you remember? Perhaps that was just an ordinary flight for you, but that was her first experience.
Back then, you were still young enough for me to carry.
You probably still can. Just kidding.
I remember you kept begging me to take you to the star skiff.
This Flight was a turning the boundless cosmos in this world. Even though I lacked the talent to pilot, even to this day, this...
That hasn't changed.
Never. Now I can embark once more. Speaking of which, how are things with the Whistling Flames?
I've left Yan Ming in charge for now. He's reliable, but...
My principle. Forsake what others fight for, and take what others abandon. That's the way to navigate the world and achieve my goals. I will. But now I've also learned.
But this shouldn't fall on your shoulders to begin with. You are simply an innocent survivor in this war.
Madame Yukong, you were once a survivor. In a hazy dream, I vaguely remember someone... Madame Yukong. The gods use humans as pawns in their cosmic game, sacrificing countless innocent souls. Have you ever thought about making them pay?
Every moment of every day. But as inconsequential as we are, how can we escape the fate of being mere pawns? If I could choose, I would never want you to become a pawn. I just wish you could still be that carefree little...
Don't be disheartened, Madame Yukong. Thanks to the favor of the Lord Rap. Remember, it's often the unassuming pawns, the lone traveler, or the worm that subdues the dragon. So, now I'll become a cunning sneeze a few times.
Is this place also affected by...
No, I'm just here to... So it shouldn't matter if we had...
How did you know she would be here?
I didn't. I had a hunch and decided to
It's not like you to leave things...
I'm trying to change...
I don't think you need a bystander.
You're not worried I'll take the opportunity?
I believe you're the kind of person. Now then, Miss...
I'm not leaving.
Let him stay. I actually need 1 week to be there.
You don't intend...
Both parties don't have to be aware that I shouldn't...
Shall we go then?
Let's go. I didn't expect to see you here, Miss Robin.
My name is 1 week.
You're too kind, Miss Robin. You must be very busy. Well, perhaps the dreamscape is not so different from reality. When we look up into the night sky, the stars aren't really there. So, have we ever truly seen a real... No. Today is my rest day. There's going... It's somewhere farther away. They say it's a farewell... Miss Robin, may I stay here with you to gaze at the stars? Still, these stars are unfamiliar to me. Perhaps it's both. The Stellaron disaster may not have had any... Did the person you... Sometimes... If you don't mind me asking... There are many such people. I believe they all have the willpower. Are you saying that's not true? Failure may be a good thing for some... I hope so. The dream jigsaw. I'm still inexperienced, so let's just hope we get lucky. It seems we've been blessed with... Another Dreamweaver probably left this behind.
Oh, shit.
The second jigsaw piece. We should keep looking. It's done. Have a...
Mano.
Soon, I shall travel to those unfamiliar stars. But as long as you continue to get in those unfamiliar stars...
That didn't seem...
It's enough. I only meant to stay quietly by... Why did you do those unnecessary things?
What things?
Those 2 notes. If someone finds them, they can be used as evidence.
Huh. So you can do whatever you want as man? I don't want to live with regret for the rest of my life either. We're almost done saying our goodbyes, right?
Yes. We only have but before we leave. I have a question I'd like to ask you, Mr. Yang. I'm curious.
Why the sudden interest?
I always had a feeling that you would never give up on someone at this very moment. Up to trailblaze means to...
That's not what I think at all.
And because of that?
Not all journeys lead. You can think of it this way. The goal of my trailblaze... In my homeland, the name Welt means world. This is my way.
Why me?
Like I said before, I also know that a person will only be able to... There was never a third person.
I told you he'd...
Since you already know 1 week's secret, let's go.
Isi kan?
I know you can hide your appearance, but trespassing...
Don't worry. I won't take too much time. I was a child when I first visited the Grand Theater. I remember seeing the light behind the curtain. When I returned here many years later as the head of the Oak family.
Now that you've returned to the stage, what do you...
Prepare for my departure. I've always believed that a person's starting point should also be his last stop. Have you ever seen the elderly at the end of their lives? As they welcome their final moments, humanity flaps their wings twice as they complete their journey. I will say goodbye, here, to the me of yesterday. I really hate this face. My expressions feel so...
I see. That explains why something always felt off about the halo above your head that symbolizes the heart.
It's true that this ring was bestowed upon our people by the head while I was in the gallery.
Why?
I am a fugitive, after all. I must remove any chance of being... This is how I can cast us.
Is that also how Mr. 1 Week came into this world?
No. You wouldn't believe the real story even. He was born from an accident. It was that try not to laugh challenge. I was roaming around as an ordinary person when I unfortunately fell into that Pepeshi's.
Are you saying that he's a part of you?
You could say I too was once a child, with aspirations buried. Maybe if I had made it. What a pity. Failing. So, my final in this also means that 1 week will... Is there a No. This, but who's to say there won't?
Regardless of the outcome, you will have a witness. I'll be waiting for you in the audience.
Much appreciated. Now, shall we be anticipating this possibility? You've really changed. I'm about to embark on an unknown journey where it will be impossible to maintain my orderly life. I will have to navigate unexpected You're not ready at all, are you? I feel unsettled, maybe even scared. Ever since I left Penacony, I can no longer control everything. Don't flatter yourself, but my fear of the unknown may be a weakness. But your presence has shown me that surprises aren't. Meeting you has been a great help to me, and I'm glad to have discovered this side of myself. I also feel grateful for the opportunity to tell you. What? I must admit, many of your qualities strike a chord with me. There are times when I want to joke around, freely express my thoughts, or my fondness. Then go for it, Sonny. You always talk about locking the bird in the cage. Look at yourself. Besides discipline and hesitation, there's nothing else in your life. If you continue living like a slab of marble... But I dislike people who are frivolous. It makes me uncomfortable to even emulate them. If I fail, I will still uphold my... As for the harmony, my stance remains the same. Whether it's you or the paths, if what I once doubted, or even opposed, becomes the force I must rely on in the future, then this time, my true heart will guide the tuning. I'll leave it to you. What is this? Leaving your fate entirely up to a coin flip? This isn't like you at all. Did you lose your mind after being run over by the Express? Or were you possessed by that IPC gambler? Failure is always the best teacher. To save more lives, you must first understand what they live for and what they die for. You see, whether it's us merging or one of us disappearing, I'll leave the tuning to fate, and see if I can embrace all that I detest. Only then will I truly be able to walk among the living. But What if you... Well, that's out of my hands. The person who always disappoints. Falling is just another name for flying. That's why I rejoice at my broken wings. Step into the mortal world. Then, and with my last breath, I'll join the weak. On the planet of festivity, it's not the gods who... I don't have much to say. When telling jokes, be sincere. Don't... Never mind. No objections from me. This is so annoying. How did I become so dull? Well, despite everything, try not to be too hard on yourself. Planet of festivities, land of the dreams. I say goodbye to my home. Should one desire to leave the stage for good,
One must first step back onto the stage!
as expected, the tricky. As expected, the trickiest thing is tuning yourself. These dissonant sounds are much too harsh.
Disorderly noise!
Do come true. The mood is set. Let the show begin.
Nice, like my friends. Indulge yourself! Disorderly noise!
Like until everything burns to ashes! Fight to live!
Disorderly noise!
Echoes of the past need not fade away. Follow me to the stars. Torment doubt farewell. This watch over you and guide you on your path.
Set the seeds of flame!
Rhythm get messed up. Let's improvise.
Disorderly noise!
Fight to live!
Disorderly noise!
It's of no consequence.
The mood is set. Let the show begin.
Step up with the disorderly noise! Disorderly noise! All wishes are. Noise is fading!
I'll overcome the thorns. Serenity is before me.
Take your positions. Still the same old.
In the mood. Nice, like my friends. Indulge yourselves! Sink into a dream.
It's of no consequence. Torment doubt farewell.
Until everything burns to ashes! Set the seeds of flame!
Time has come. Let it be revealed. Is it inevitable for me?
Stay in step. Dreams do come true. The mood is set. Let the show begin. Fight! Fight!
Noisy. Step up, let's see ya.
Serenity is before me.
Set to the speed of light!
Noise is fading. Eternal prayer.
This is more than a bad fight.
In the mood for another beating? Nice, my friends. Indulge yourselves!
Heard the call. Want to head down farewell.
Set to the speed of light!
Rhythm get messed up. Let's improvise.
We'll overcome the thorns.
The mood is set. Let the show begin.
Serenity is before me. This will watch over you and guide you on your path.
Join the battle. Disorderly noise!
Burn to ashes! Despite the land!
Disorderly noise!
Dreams do come true.
Disorderly noise! Uphold the true, and you will. Step up, let's see ya. The noise is fading. Sink into a dream. Nice, like my friends. Indulge yourselves!
Let's improvise. The mood is set. Let the show begin.
Set to the speed of light!
Still the same.
I've heard the call.
All things are part of the melody. Wait for good tidings. Set in position. Attack! Step up, let's see ya. Gonna keep going? If not, I'll catch my breath for a while.
This 8th day, I grant myself departure.
Well, How should I address you now? Mr. Sunday or Mr. One?
Whichever you prefer. He's probably mocking me from inside right now. Thank you for accompanying me through all this, Mr. Yang. This farewell journey has come to...
What are your plans after leaving Pentagon?
At this point, there's no need to hide things from you. I believe there's more to the incident involving...
Are you suggesting that the Dream Master...
Don't worry. The Oak family was indeed behind seizing the Stellaron and resurrecting the fallen Eon during the Charmony Festival. But Mr. Gopherwood once told me that all the Order's efforts were aimed at avoiding the same mistakes that My guess is that the family from the Montour system must be involved. Unfortunately, too much time has passed to verify that. Penacony is just a small territory, in the worst-case scenario. Mr. Yang, I just want to tell you this. The Harmony has more than one side. They can be the most steadfast ally of the Astral Express, or the most fearsome enemy.
Thank you for being honest with me. After all this, the Harmony and the Preservation will keep the situation on the planet of festivities in balance. With the momentum from the trailblaze, more forces will arrive and Penacony will become a public space in the cosmos. Freedom is the only answer the Nameless can offer. I'm glad.
You and I both strive for a peaceful society, even if our reasons are different. And you've gone even further than I have. If not for our paths, perhaps you and I wouldn't be in opposition.
Don't sell yourself short. This shared journey is my way of repaying you. You are one of my trailblazing goals.
About that, you've given me many insights as well. Humans are the measure of everything, and no one is the sole savior. Creating a paradise remains one of my lifelong ambitions. As I move forward, I realize I must build it brick by brick. Therefore, I have a request that I hope you'll consider. While I lack the will to trailblaze, nor can I become a true... I admire your convictions. Perhaps what I need. Therefore, after leaving Penacony, would you consider letting me come aboard the Astral Express and travel with you for now?
So this is why I brought him here. Mr. Sunday wants to join us on the Express. Of course, I can't make that decision alone.
I learned the most valuable lessons from my past opponents. Please, say whatever's on your mind.
Well, you did get nerfed after turning into a good guy. So I...
Thank you all for your... Perhaps I'll find the answer I'm looking for on this journey. And when that day comes, it'll be farewell. Until then, Rest assured that I will do my best to fulfill my duty as your companion.
Mbak Men.
Now that our
Komputer ini gimana ini mau kepencet nyala apa muni, Mbak? Apa ini loh nyala apa muni ya? Maksudnya itu ana hijaunya apa ini ya?
No, we're still not quite there. Indeed, this is only a minor ripple that no one will ever notice. So, you must also understand, for a genius, the importance of asking questions outweighs the importance of the answers themselves. So-called magic has its own set of principles. There are no mysteries in this universe that cannot be solved. So, all-seeing presence, I ask you this. What is divinity?
Selesai.
Noise.